I can't believe the store is still open. They sell like grand pianos and stuff. I mean, you make so much money each sale, but it's just how many people are buying grand pianos these days? I mean, to be that specialized. But I guess, the one thing is you can't get that on Amazon. At least you probably don't want to. I mean, they sell almost everything, but that's something where you really do need to come into a place and test it out, see if you like it. So if anything, needs to have a brick and mortar, it's probably a grand piano. And I should just clean my screen. There's one of these literally like a mile away, Mattress Firm. How many do you need in the same area? It's not like Starbucks. How many people? Again, I guess that's another thing. You probably don't want to order online. Although, ironically, I did years ago. But that was kind of a memory foam mattress. And the name Memory Firm, as opposed to like Memory Soft. But then I was thinking, like the mattress. I don't know, I call it Memory, but the Mattress Firm. Yeah, like a company name, Mattress Firm. I get it. It just seems like sometimes when companies are made in China and they and perhaps other places, but when they come up, mainly China, when they come up with names, they kind of pick, what's like Golden Flower, honey company or something. They just pick words like that sound like, okay, this would be good. Or maybe it's their own words that they've translated. I don't know. It just doesn't always work. A lot of times it just doesn't work. So Mattress Firm, that seems like, I don't know if that works, but I guess it does because of the mattress company. All right, I'm leaving this part of Dublin. As you kind of go through the underpass, you get to a different part. Dublin is Rigatoni's. I think that's been a while. Dublin has undergone a lot of changes, especially since I was young, in that, like movie theaters, they all were in this area of town, and there were, like several. But I remember the Dublin 6, and maybe it was the Man, but there was also another one, I think, that closed for one of these. Yeah, there was one that opened, well, actually, it was the Pleasanton side, but that was one that kind of... Funny is they put this one out of business. One of the ones over here sort of out of business because they had just tons of screens, and then later on they went out of business because I think location. But then they opened the Hacienda Regal or whatever, and that one had enough business. I think that's still going. I hear it even sells beer and booze and has some juice bar or something like that. So I almost want to check it out because I'm curious, like what happened. Anyway, that's another intersection that not only keeps changing. I don't know if anything's ever survived there or if they're even trying now at this point. I think that part of town has changed a lot. Some of the stores, I remember there's Circuit City and Good Guys, was it Good Guys? I think it was Good Guys. That changed a lot, especially when the electronics really started to go online. But that area, that's a cool shot of the moon. Like now it's hiding behind the tree. 7-Eleven. I think this has been here a while. Things change. Big O Tires. I think I even been to that one probably about 10 years ago. I got tires. I might still be riding on them. It is 2 a.m. and we left the bar, or the karaoke club, it's kind of both, around, 1:50. My friend took a Uber home, and she said, she took the Lyft technically, but she said, aren't you going to get a ride share? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll get a ride share in a bit. It wasn't a lie. I mean, it's sort of undecided. I really hadn't decided to walk all the way when I first left. I thought, well, maybe I'll walk some, but then I checked it, 8:50, which is nothing. It's just after 4 rides yesterday. Well, the cost kind of added up. I did the 4 rides, so that was like 30, 40, 50, 60. And then haircut, that was like 30, although that doesn't really count as part of the vacation, just something that was needed. And I gotta make sure I know where to turn. Oh, the library, that's right. Oh yeah, because the creek here, which Why can't I just get down to the creek here? It takes like the long way. I don't know. I better actually... No, maybe I do get in the creek. I'm going to go. I forgot to mention the karaoke bar. That was what I did for, gosh, I guess from 9 o'clock to almost 2. 5 hours. Wow. That is a long time. 5 hours, and since I'm not drinking right now, the entire time was 2 Diet Cokes. So that's all I had. No food. They had some options for food there, but I thought, nah, I think I like how things have gone today, so I don't want to do that. But karaoke, it's interesting. I mean, people are nice. Overall, no problematic people, but I think the styles are so different, mainly because there's quite a few people there, maybe 7 or 8, that were doing extreme, like, hardcore, what do they call it, not metal, death rock or something like that, I don't know, they're just extremely loud, and I think 4 of them were in a band, so they were good. They were actually talented singers and could do all the things that those types of bands do. Like one of them, I think, is called Slipknot, one of the types of band they sung. But it's just, it's a lot. I mean, there's people that are used to it or like enjoy it, and it's not like I hate the music, but I don't listen to it, and I don't know. It's extremely, and the levels were high there, very high. So for me, I've got more sensitive ears, so it's like I can't really be in a situation where I'm submitting my ears to that much loud noise, those high decibels. That's why I wear earplugs at football games. Just, it was like louder than a football game. But I got to sing 5 times, and my friend got to sing the same, like maybe 5 or 6. So lots of singing. And I says loud, but at least you could kind of hear the music. But there were people that you couldn't hear them at all because they were like just not loud enough to go overpower the music. Is that a Tesla? No Teslas. What are the Teslas? So I don't know. I mean, it's just a weird vibe as far as a lot of people were there. It seemed like just to be at a bar, kind of a dive bar. And a lot of people there were singing too, so it was just sort of like, I don't know, I kind of wanted almost dedicated to one thing or the other. Like, it's either a karaoke bar, or at least a karaoke night at the bar, or a bar. But it's not like you can just say, don't come in just to have drinks. And, there's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, fun. I just don't know if I would want to go back to that situation. I guess it's a Friday night thing too, that Saturday is maybe different. So I might not have that on Saturday. This is just the night my friend could go. So anyway, yeah, good times. Fun to spend an evening doing challenging things, I guess. I didn't try any songs that did the Elvis song, and it was like a different version of it, so I was like totally lost on like some of it. Yeah. All right. I guess that's it. I'll just do some other videos. Cheers. This is kind of nice. I'm glad they did this for Dublin. Dublin doesn't have a lot of like downtown, Main Street type feeling at all. It just wasn't built that way. It was more of a kind of a extension for homes than a town. There's the seal. It does have a cool name, Dublin. But gotta figure out where I'm going also pretty soon. And a little tower, just kind of cool. Maybe I should stop and get a photo of that. I probably will. I will. Well, I've been here before. This is the underpass road. I've been here many times, I guess. Jogging. Not too many. And the wind's picked up. Wow, the wind is just like blowing right through this underpass. I've only been through like a couple times at night, maybe 2 or 3, and it's always returning from, I think it's always returning from the Gallagher's bar. So So we will get through this and get on the other side. I forgot that they lit it. I thought it was going to be dark, like pitch black, which I would use my light on my phone, but it's actually not too bad. Okay, part 2 of my journey home. This is the underpass for 580, like the big interchange, and it's kind of cool. I guess they must have updated it sometime and left the old piers down, but it just kind of looks like it's ancient or something, like it's been around a long time, and I don't think it's been around that long. Well, hard to say. Anyway, so yeah, the underpass. I always think it's going to be dark, and I forgot they keep it lit, which is good. It keeps it safer, if nothing else. Not just from violent people, but safer from falling and hitting something. Anyway, it's loud. I gotta get over the fence now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the shortcut because I don't want to walk all the way down. So I'll be back after I hop a fence. I think I might have kept the phone on when I did the fence hopping. I put it in my pocket, but anyway, there's the fence. It's just your normal chain link without any like special defensive things on the top, because they don't really need it. It's mainly to keep vehicles out, and it's okay to be. You just have to go down farther if you take the proper route. I didn't want to wait. It's probably an extra 1/10 of a mile, really, to do it that way. I don't want to do it that way. All right, this is much better weather than last time. I think it was raining and I was freezing. I was so cold. I might have had my coat, but I didn't have my gloves and my hat. I was freezing. Yeah, it's funny. It's the third time I've been on this like route right here today. It's so loud with the cars. Doubletree by Hilton. I think there might even be a Tesla coming up. No, it's not quite. Not a Tesla. Definitely not a Tesla. Not a Tesla. I'm still trying to find out where that's from. I mean, I've been saying it in games with family, but like, not a Tesla. Not. I just can't think of where that's from. Not a. And the opposite. Tesla, not a Tesla. I don't know. I'm just can't think. Cloudy now, and tomorrow's gonna be much colder. So today was my warm jogging day, sunlight. Although I guess it might be sunny tomorrow. Yeah.